4-stack B, one player peeks in mid. But because they don't have full intel, they're already backing off. Exus with a great flank hold. Chops down Exist, who walks up the ladder, and that is a man advantage for Izako Boars. They know that what Dignitas is planning. They know exactly where Dignitas are. They even get the flash in short because they expect Forest to be there. This is an excellent read from Izako Boars. They're still going to execute towards that B side, molly towards barrels, and there is actually barely anyone on the B side. The long range tap fight is going to be lost by Forest. Luckily, Halzerg does chime in and does need to get rid of the opponents, however. And the bomb gets dropped on site. It flies all the way to the other side. Halzerg chimes in with another kill, and now it's all on Shuyu and Exus. Halzerg trying to reload behind the barrels, but they can't cross otherwise. He will fall. He's trying to win the fight. He needs to win that one. Headshot, come on to Exus. Is it going to be successful? The Norwegian player, he has to go big.
He had 5 bullets, so an Exus just about comes on top at the end of that engagement. That was one of the closer pistol fights you'll ever see.
General direction, and it is going to be a molly towards the barrel, actually towards sight water, so they don't have to be afraid of that one. But on site, Forest and Freiberg is going to peek out. Monster does get the kill. A lot of damage has been dealt. The scout has to get a tag onto Exus. AK picked up by Freiberg, who's down to 2 HP, and the scout is going to get the tag, and Exus is down to 7 HP. Oh no, this is just disastrous. He's trying to go for the bomb fake, but he can't get the plant in anymore. Time is up, and he will lose the duel against Freiberg. Dignitas somehow magically boost up towards long, spray down. Halzerg does get rid of Exus, but Halzerg is pretty low. Nice deagle shot from Shui, and they're going to push towards the side. There are 2 CT players on towards long. Shui is playing the bait and switch, and it works perfect. Tao shuts him down, and all of a sudden they've got the bomb site. They know that there's another one towards long A. Shui is going to rush through the smoke, takes down Exist. Great flash from Tao, and now it's all on Forest and Get Right to try and clutch this one out. They are very low. 4 players, 3 of them need 1 bullet against them. It is all on Forest. Can he get anything done? And it seems he's just gonna fall back. The time is ticking further and further. He most likely will have to save it. Tao even peeks wide, gets the headshot, shuts him down. Izako Boars
to the aggression, and Arvis now is looking for Exist tight around the corner, who spotted the barrel but can't convert the kill. It's Halzerg who does come in for the trade and drops a smoke to protect his escape as well. Preserves the man advantage for Dignitas and causes the Izako Boars a bit of trouble now, as they have 40 seconds left on the clock and they still need to execute. But that is a perfect nade, demolishes Freiberg and equalizes it in terms of players.
25 seconds left. Halzerg on the flank. The mollies rain through, flashes as well, and Forest gets a kill. They just need to make sure the bomb doesn't go down. X is pushing forward. The bomb is on site. Oh, what a flick from X as the op comes clean and gets another one with a double kill to secure the round. Izako Boars 5, Dignitas 1.
Waiting for the Izako Boars aggression. Forest has spotted out these short players, so they know the aggression's coming in, but he can't convert any kills. It's Get Right who's found Shui, but as he peeks up for another, he's taken down. Freiberg's found by Shane as well, which means it's a 2-on-3 retake on the B-bomb site yet again for Dignitas, as they struggle much more here than they did on Inferno. Brilliant nade kill from Exist, though, is going to bring it back into a winnable 2-on-2. That whiffed shot from Exus makes it all the more likely now for Dignitas as they look to charge in with Exist in the front lines. They dump the utility, flashes and smokes to be deployed as Arvis has to hold the close angle. Swings right, but Halzerg finds that AWP shot, and Exist on the kit has just enough time.
Yeah, they're gonna rush in aggressively this time. Will they catch him off guard towards water? He's completely blind. Oh, they spot each other a little bit too late. Able to lose that duel. Big out wide. Freiberg gets a double, but there is still Force on the site. It is gonna be a 2-on-2 situation. All 4 towards that B site, ready to engage. X is alone with that op. Does whip the shot from close range onto Forest. They know exactly where the opper is, and Forest, is he going to be able to catch him? They're not going to win that duel on Izako Boars. The quick play.
they're in a great position to defend these bomb sites. The B site is the one being attacked yet again as Forest finds the burst through the smoke. The one and only's taken his teammate, but he's still alive and dropped the bomb. Should be pushing around to flank him. It's Shane, though, who falls down, and Forest is holding on his own. All 4 kills for the veteran Swedish rifler. Can he make it the ace as Exus?
4 rounds for Dignitas. They will keep that op alive and should be able to buy a little bit around it. 2 rifles. Shui does not connect the spray. The smoke actually went from Halzek, trying to molly Shui out. Shui is close range. The peak wide and exist. Saves his teammate there. Freiburg is going to get shut down by Exus in the meantime from a long, and Halzek with that op is getting close range. They might not expect him right behind him. They do. Tao turns around, shuts down Halzek, and it's going to be a 3-on-3 take on towards the A side. Bomb is ticking down. 20 seconds left. They have to make a play right now on the side of Izako Boars. They're getting close towards Struck. That's one more down. Tao beats out wide into 2. Exist getting a double. He's trying to go for the triple, but he's going to get shut down, and it is still... If they shut him down, they could rush towards that B site quickly. Peek out wide, get right, shuts Shui first, but Tao does get the refrag. Loses a lot of HP in the process, though.
And look at the time he's burned down as well. There's only 30 seconds left because the Izako Boars have to creep and shift walk that whole way to deal with the aggressive player. They've only got 20 seconds now to get on the site and get that bomb down. It's Exus who's Molotoved out on short, and the Izako Boars are struggling to get close to the site even. Exist is punishing on the flank as well. Halzek looks for the one and only, misses the shot, but they're not getting anywhere near the site to plant. Now they have to commit to it, and Forest swinging around can clean it all up. Holds down left click and removes the bomb planter. Dignitas.
And they're actually walking into the B side. The op shot first actually shuts down Avis, but it is get right. Falling back towards ABC. Sprays down Shane. Falls all the way back and manages to get away with murder there. There's going to be the bomb plant coming out from Tao. Rotations in. Halzek from above. Does he rain death on top of Tao? Does not hit that shot.
Ooh.
Tao with the triple so far this round, and now it's all on Halzek. Deaglein had flashes himself by accident, and how is he going to be able to play this one out? He knows that there's most likely still one on site, but where's the op? Where is Exus? Who's that glass cannon? He does still peek out and spot Tao. Gets the kill onto Tao. Op shot whiffs. He's going to rush towards site. Does he win the duel? Close range. Exus will not lose that one. No scopes him even, and that is Izako Boars at least getting round at number 7. All the utility they have versus a smoke, flash, and nade. However, they do expect it to be B, and they're already heavily rotating. A nice shot from Forest just executes Avis. Long range P250 shots coming through, and does not expect a second in heaven, though. Is going to get closer. Now the shots fall through.
Monster.
Gets another one. Forest is a god.
How many more taps?
My god! 3 shots, 3 bullets, 3 kills.
How many more is he going to go for in this pistol round? It was a quad kill in the second pistol of Inferno, and that would be all he'd have to accomplish. Instead, it's Get Right who gets the next 2 kills of the round. But Forest is a monster with these pistols, man. In that portion of the map for now. Instead, they're pushing up short where the one and only could land a devastating flank. He opens the door at the wrong time, though, and Halzek and Exist have now been able to overwhelm his bomb site. He's pushing in on the aggressive flank, but a Molotov might be able to keep him at bay, and that is yet again the B bomb site under Dignitas control.
Flank from Shane is going to be covered, though. Get right. Does not actually hold it down. Great spray down from Shane, giving Exus a chance, but he does not have any armor, so he needs to shut them down right now. Please peek into his op is what he's begging them for. That is Izako Boars defense. We saw it on Inferno previously. That man loves himself a Mac 10, and he is raking up all the cash in the world. 7.9k in the bank right now.
Very passive T-side style where they only ever show presence towards the A side of the map early. That thins out the B defenses, and that opening kill might just allow them a way in as well. Shane is in trouble and has to drop a close smoke, but they should be able to spam him through the smoke. The nade, in fact, finishes him off, and a 3-on-4 retake needed now for the Izako Boars. Bomb yet to be planted in the B site as they look up for a boost. Freiburg spots it, so Arvis has to now drop down and await Exus on the AWP to arrive in B short, but Halzek is watching it. Freiburg, the first to fall, gets traded by Get Right at the very minimum, and now the Izako Boars have 2 on the way in.
Oh, that's a nice 2-for-2 trade. Halzerk still stuck on site. They know he's there. X's peeks out wide, gets the shot in, and it's all on Exist. Can he hold the line? He's double sprayed out perfectly. Defends the bomb, and what a play from the IGL. To go home soon. This is luckily enough the winners match, so even if they would lose this, they would still have a decider later in the evening. It is going to be a tough defense though. Oh, nice execute coming out. Avis is still on site. He does have to hold that line. Does he get the jiggle peak connections coming in? Freiburg is going to get shut down. Exist is going to take that fight, win it out. The one and only sprays them both down, and that is Izako Boars, finally the first on their CT side. Also, the quick shot as well coming in. There's going to be jump in to connect. They're going to get shut down. The one and only does exactly what he has to do. He shuts them all down. The last man pushing in. Halzerk with that off is trying to get the shot, but the one and only is just jumping. He's just dodging all the bullets. Don't catch me. He falls back and he survives through it all. X's though on the flank will get taken down by Get Right, and it is now a pretty tough push. Flank coming in, shooting. Great shot from Get Right. The Op God swapped guns with Halzerk and manages to get the shot in.
The aggressive denial. He won't be able to commit close range, and Get Right low HP has to be cautious, but on the AWP, he's more panicked about Heaven than he is short. Eventually does turn around as he knows the timing on the smoke could be expiring. That's the shot found as well, and Dignitas, how have they managed to recover this? The Izako Boars get too aggressive, and Shane is about to be flanked by Halzerk. It doesn't even matter because Get Right has found a quad kill in the round.
And he hold off the push that close, slowly walking in. Forest trying to spray, the flash comes through. He gets blinded, but the one and only does fall to Freiburg. And what can the Izako Boars do now? They barely have any utility. Avis beats out wide. Gets a double onto Freiburg as well. Has the bomb down towards Struck. They're defending it nice. The Axis is going to peek wide. Luckily, there's Get Right still in the game. Same with Exist. Can they manage to turn this one around? Avis is going to get executed. Close range towards the truck. It's going to be the SMG versus the AK. Exist, he's going to lose the fight, and Shane shuts him down, keeping Izako Boars in the game so far.
Targeting this B bomb site. They have a limited utility, but they do have a bit to work with. Shane's taken down Freiburg now, though. Forest can reply at minimum for 1 kill, and now Dignitas have 30 seconds to work with if they want to turn this round into the victory for the match. Chewy shut them both down, and Forest, the man, would need a 1 versus 3 to save this one for his side. He's being aggressed into by Chewy, though. The flashbang expires as Chewy swings round and finishes it off with a quad kill on the B bomb site. The Izako Boars get 10.
Utility left, mainly smokes, 2 flashes. There's going to be the full execute, but the one and only peeks in wide. There's going to be Get Right down to 8 HP. The one and only is completely flashed off the angle, but there is only 2 smokes left. The one and only sprayed down by Freiburg. Close range. Avis does not expect the player to push through the smoke, and Freiburg towards the side is going to be Shuey. He will not be able to defend it long enough. It's going to be a 3-on-2 situation. Axis jumps out wide, trying to get down. He's done, but the spray down for Exist, almost getting 2, swaps over to the clock. Forest gets the last shot in, and Dignitas finally secure map number 1 against Izako Boars. Thin on Izako Boars, especially if they're going to be able to completely take out that ramp area, but Shane gets rid of Forest down towards Secret. On top of Silo, going for the long range duel. Halzerk is actually pushing towards Hell right now, and because ramp is cleared, they're going to head that direction and take that for themselves.
Indeed, they are. Arvis is going to try some aggression here, and he might just catch the timing as Exist had a flash in his hand, so he can retreat back into the A site and defend now, but Heaven is under T side control. They're whiffing the shots, but eventually Freiburg can stabilize, and Jane's come up the vent and dropped the bomb in front of him. This is a nightmare now for Dignitas. They both have to aggress into this armored P250 and try and remove him from the round. Of course, Freiburg is the man who gets it done. Triple kill in the pistol.
Yeah, this long range taps against the Deagle, trying to molly him off the angle. Push through. Shui gets a nice catch, and now they have to push through the smoke. The time is ticking low. They have 30 seconds. Luckily, there's Force in heaven. Does flank around. The taps come through, but Avis is there on the flank, and now it's down to Freiburg and Exist the last man standing with the Mech 10. Can he hold off this defense? He does get one, but he does not expect X's to be that close with the scout, and Izako Boars ladder to clear that out, and he knows that they're coming in his direction on the ramp. Forest. The Deagle does not get the connection. He decides the bomb has been dropped for Avis. He needs a little bit of backup, but Exist is coming up from top. Get Right does get rid of Shane in the meantime. Exist. Oh, this is going to be a quick push. Avis does clean out Freiburg, and Exist might get him from behind. Shuey cleans up Halzuk as well. It's now all on Get Right and Exist to try and clutch this one out. Luckily, Exist is actually on top and gets rid of X's. The Deagle shot from Get Right's not going to come in, and it is all on Shuey. Sorry, Exist, but Exist is again gonna fall flat. Avis gets Boars. They do have a pretty weak weaponry. Peeking from Shuey, going for the straight peek against Get Right. You're not going to win that every single time. Shuey, however, is so close. Peek out wide from X's, and that's the opper down. That's Halzuk being able to retrieve that op. And that is a pretty costly drop on the side of Izako. Boys, no, they're not even going to pick it up. They're just going to let it lie down. Tao might be able to try and pick it up. But Avis, great flank from Seeker, trying to fall back, drops the molly on the retreat, will get caught by Forrest on the tail end, and it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Shane did make a step, so Get Right does know something's up, and he is the flank meister here. Face up against the one and only. He does hear the steps of the one and only with that op in hand, who should get flanked soon enough. They're not planting the bomb just yet. They're waiting for Get Right to clear that opper out.
And he should be able to get into a spot where he can get it done here as well. Limited time on the execution now for Dignitas, but Shane is in the complete wrong place to be able to stop a plant coming through on the B bomb site. And
even have a full utility on their end as well. It is going to be 4 players alive for Dignitas, so that is down below. Does have a little bit of support from his teammate, and it's going to be Exist cleanly taken care of. Halzuk has the op as well. Oh, they are so close to each other, but they don't peek out wide. Is he gonna re-peek that? Very dangerous to re-peek into the opper outside. And it is Halzuk getting rid of the one and only from Garage. Is expecting the peek to come through. Shuey gets rid of Get Right, and now it's all on Boars and Halzuk, and Force is just gonna walk through the smoke, gets the headshot onto Shuey, and X's and Shane both chime in to shut this push down.
There's aggression this time from the Izako Boars outside in the form of Arvis, and they have not peaked his position. Get Right's found the one and only, but Arvis is on for a 3-man flank here. He's taken down Freiburg and Forest, and that is a critical oversight from Dignitas.
Wow, that stuck on the ladders on top of each other. Halzuk does plant the bomb towards the B site. There is Get Right on the ramp and gets rid of X's, holding that defensive line. Shane is going to peek in, though, and will he be able to catch out Get Right? It is going to be a face value. Get Right is just too good on that rifle. Gets 3 in the round after jumping down early towards that B site, and that is going to be a round secure for Dignitas. A very quick round indeed, and Avis is going to get shut down by Halzuk, because I guess they definitely did hear a step, because Halzuk immediately looked into that direction.
He should help them convert.
Full buy from Izako, but very little utility, very weak weaponry as well, and Dignitas, they're rushing in quickly, but look at that nice shot from Halzuk. There is still one player up top. Avis is going to get shut down, but not before he gets rid of Halzuk in time. It is going to be a 2-on-2 situation. The one and only dropped down to 12 HP.
It's so important, those rifles in their next buy, that it's a gamble either way. It does look like they are going for this 2 versus 2, but Exus has already been removed. That could be the one and only's time to save.
Especially without a kit, I'm really questioning this decision making. Exist misses the spray at the start, but eventually does recover. He just needed 1 bullet to connect, because they know that the enemies are on a low buy. Shane tries to get the peek in on to Get Right. Does jiggle peek him, but Get Right is going to win that duel. And another one for Get Right. In comes Avis, all one by one. Get Right gets a triple so far, and the last man standing is the one and only, who is going to head towards heaven with the Deagle in hand. Hopefully he'll be able to get at least some damage dealt, but it is unlikely. Does manage to get the shot onto Exist before Freiburg does shut him down. Nice shot nonetheless. together. X's does get rid of Halzuk, so the Opper has been dropped, but they're already on the B site, and they're going to try and get the bomb plant in. It's going to get planted. Peek out wide. Avis does get a kill on to get right quickly, but he turns his back to Freiburg and gets shut down. It is going to be a Molly to flush out. Exist on site. Spray down is going to completely whiff from the one and only. And Freiburg, they even it out to a 2-on-2. The damage has been dealt. Exist is completely stuck in the corner, especially with that Molly on top. Will lose that one, and now it's all on Freiburg. 1 versus 2. Bomb is stuck on site.
Freiburg creeping forward. It's all going to be about timing at this point as Exus is positioned for the shot. He's just waiting to creep out, but Freiburg has found the first kill, and now Exus with the AWP has gone down as well. Freiburg, quad kill in the round. Dignitas still, unfortunately, did not go their way. Now, Dignitas have deployed the vast majority of their utility to get this outside control, and Avis dropping the bomb might just have secured the round for his side. GetRight's going to have to pick that one back up, and Forest is in a really tight spot if he wants to find himself another kill. GetRight could get timinged here if he's not careful, as Avis is really desperate to peek up these stairs whenever possible. Shubi's found Forest, though, and he holds left click for GetRight. The Izako Boars will at least break this Dignitas streak.
Dignitas, but they're just not gonna go for it. They will have full buy in the last round if it goes right, but it's all going wrong right here. Halzuk does get tagged heavily. Force is already down. The damage has been dealt. They do have a flanker coming through. Exist is gonna go towards ramp room, but will he be able to get the one and only from behind? Actually, the one and only doesn't have any coverage from behind, and Exist is not paying enough attention right there. Gets shut down, and two-man advantage coming in for the Boars.
Round 6 looking likely now for the Polish side as Dignitas attempt to adjust, but the one and only shuts down Halzuk, and Avis on the flank has removed GetRight. Freiburg in a 1 versus 5 scenario now to attempt to pull off. He's got the opening kill, but it's cost him 2/3 of his HP, and he'll be taken down by the spam from Shui.
The rest of the team is heading towards indoors. Push forward, the one and only pushes ramp already. X's gets the kill onto Freiburg, and they're gonna push through. On top of Blue, gets shut down by GetRight. GetRight gets taken care of by Shane, though, but it is a 2-for-2 trade. One player heaven. The op of X is hiding there. There's even the one and only rotating in. Avis gets rid of Forest in the meantime. Halzuk is the last man standing next to the vents. Needs to take care of the player close. But actually, it's surprising that Avis is going to rotate away. Luckily, the one and only peeks out wide, and that is going to be round number 7 for Izako Boars. On the side of Izako Boars, he has the utility, smoke, and flash in hand. The one and only gets shut down by Freiburg immediately, and the round commences towards secret. It's Izako Boars. They chime in with a kill themselves. GetRight falling all the way back towards hell, and they give away ramp. That means the B push can come in, and they can get the quick bomb plant before the rotations are there. Actually, Freiburg is already on the flank as well. Gets rid of Avis, tries to go for the tap right, and manages to just barely win against Shui. The damage has been dealt to Dignitas, though, so they are one tap with those blocks. They have to be careful. Nice catch from Forrest. X's was playing the sneaky beaky play and is the last man standing, but however, he has to peek out wide, gets a shot on the defuse, turns around, the defuse goes through. Bros don't fake and GetRight clutches it out by just holding the angle in time, though. Halzuk is on the move, starts spraying, gets one, but did they expect the second? They did peek it, but they were a little bit too low. Exist gets the triple spray down. USB in hand, does still swap his main weapon, but he's gonna do it with the USB. 4-man shutdown from Exist, the IGL. Fight between GetRight. Oh, GetRight is not paying attention for half a second there, but he drops the molly, and that actually baits out the enemy in. Halzuk gets a little bit lucky after missing his first shot, standing out in the open. The spray down from the one and only does not connect. And it is now a 5-on-2 situation. Izako Boars, this is looking disastrous for them. They are going to go for that A push, it seems. They do shut down Forest. Freiburg on site. Does have to deal with Shane, 13 HP, and Avis, 97. Peek out wide, and they get the kills coming through. Halzuk up in heaven is down to 10 HP, so this is very doable for the Izako Boars.
really around Dignitas don't want to lose control of at the moment. I'm not sure if Get Right could see the scope, but he can hear it. That much is for certain, and he'll just break through the ramp and find the opening kill. Holzerk's AWP is good enough for the second, and it's another in which only 2 survive. And now, with the pistols, they're going to try and go quickly towards the ramp room to get stuff done. Exist can only find a single kill as this M4 from Get Right risks being overwhelmed at close range as well. He has reinforcements, but it's an AWP against pistols. Holzerk's at least deterred them down into the B site, but Forest now needs to go big.
Look at that nade damage coming through, and Forrest getting a nade kill as well. Defending that B bomb site, they will overwhelm him eventually and possibly get the bomb plant. Freiburg's jumping down through vents, but they're playing close ramp. Halzerk does get the close range shot, but does X's expect the second player to be there? He's going to go for the duel against Halzerk. Luckily, Get Right's there to back him up. And Freiburg is going to get the kill onto X's. Yeah, Halzerk does notice that he should have had that shot himself. And Get Right up outside. Halzerk is down below. Get Right is going to spot him out. He gets rid of Shui. Does he expect the one and only to be that close, though? The quick flick from Halzerk does get shut down. Everyone is going to get tagged. One left and right. And now it's Jane and Exis trying to get the bomb plant in towards the B site. Forest and Freiburg have to clutch this one out to try and keep their streak going.
1-2 retake. Forest opens the door in the smoke and diverts Exis's attention. He'll pop a flash through that as well, but it's not enough at the moment. Forest finding that kill on Jane is absolutely amazing, though, for this retake. It leaves Exis alone completely with his AWP, and the door's his only ally for the moment. He's trying to get timing right, but he's whiffed the shot. That's it for Forest, and map point is going to go to Dignitas on their map pick. 15-7 now they lead with 8 consecutive opportunities once again. Well, we are perhaps a few moments away from seeing whether or not the Boars can stay alive. Freiburg's held left click for 1, the one and only falls second. Holzerk has secured the third, and this could be it. The Izako Boars, it's all on to Shui. 1v4 scenario in the bomb site. Bomb not under his control, and tagged down to 72 from the CT utility.
Yeah, Shui is going to get shut down by Halzerk, and that is going to be it. Dignitas takes the series 2-0 and is going to go towards the playoffs. Izako Boars